Hey guys, Morten Ostad here with another video. I want to collect Black Sabbath on vinyl on top of the CDs I already have. But I keep doing it in the wrong direction, I think. So what did I mean by that? Well, I said to myself a while back that I now wanted to start collecting Black Sabbath on vinyl. In part because I got was it Master of Reality I got on vinyl from Vinyl Me Please. Yeah, naturally you would start collecting Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne. And that didn't quite pan out because I then managed to replace, because I did have some, and I still have a couple of old copies of Black Sabbath with Ozzy from my teenage years, but some got stolen, and one of the ones that got stolen in the break-in in my house in Denmark was, the Seventh Star, which I managed to find a second-hand copy of, not a couple of years ago down in Denmark. And then I, because I guess I'm a bigger fan of Ronnie James Dio than I am of Ozzy. Yeah, at a pinch. So I started buying Ronnie's studio albums on vinyl because I managed to get those two box sets, which includes all of them. And then I I then stumbled across something else I had wanted, but took me about a year to find, and I found a really nice second-hand copy, 1 year old, of the Tony Martin stuff. And that was right after I had found that one album not included in that box set. Was it Eternal Idol? When it was Record Store Day. So now all of a sudden I had all of Tony Martin's Black Sabbath stuff. He's the second. He was the singer who lasted the second longest in Black Sabbath. And then of course I bought Heaven and Hell, Ronnie James Dio's debut with Black Sabbath, which is just a stone cold classic. And then I said, well, now I gotta start buying. And then Ozzy died, and I ordered that special audio version of the debut album to mark that. And I thought, now I'll start buying Ozzy Osbourne. But then I bought Dehumanizer. And now I can conclude my Black Sabbath Ronnie James Dio part, except that, later record, which is named Heaven and Hell, not Black Sabbath, with Mob Rules. Yeah. I kept putting it off because it kept being sort of always a little expensive, I thought. But I mean, this one has an extra bonus disc, and there was a sale at Platekompaniet, so I think I got 50 kroner off. Retail price was 500 kroner, and I got it for 450. So, and I also got it because that Neil Young record that I wanted to buy was sold out again. But here we have. It was, of course, Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler. And Ronnie James Dio. And new on this album was that Vinny Pitcher took over the drums. And this is the classic 1981 album, remastered. This is a 2021 pressing. And it includes bonus LP of rarities and live versions. So I must admit, out of the Ronnie James Dios, this is probably the one I've listened to the least, because Dehumanizer fascinated me, and when I got that on vinyl as well, I've been listening to it quite a lot, which is quite a feat with all the music I've been having to listen to lately. But I mean, this is a great album, but it is it's a bit darker and harder than the previous one. And then of course everything went awry. They got a remarkable rebirth, a second chance. After after Ozzy was let go, and you get Ronnie from Rainbow, of course. Second, rebirth for both of them, and they enjoy some remarkable success. And this wasn't quite as big, but again, things were looking really rosy, and then personalities and everything screws things up. And I guess Ronnie got the better of it, because his debut solo or Dio album is of course quite remarkable, and what he did for the next 2-3 albums was fantastic. Black Sabbath, though, didn't fare as well. You got that one album, that one singer I'm missing from my vinyl collection, Gillum, with that dreadful album cover. And then, Tony trying to do a solo album, which is an album I love, by the way, and I really like that Record Store Day version that came out this April. And but yeah, so it's always going to be sort of, that's end of an era in more sense than one for Black Sabbath. But let's have a look at it, shall we? So up to this point, I had recorded the entire video, but I had apparently forgotten to press the, play button again after pausing it. So that's why this was already cut open. And there's your hype sticker. Artwork is really quite something, isn't it? These odd characters, and looks like something out of a Doom game or something. So LP1 is Mob Rules 2021 remaster with Turn Up the Night, Voodoo, the Sign of the Southern Cross, E5150, the Mob Rules, and then you got Country Girl, Slipping Away, Falling Off the Edge of the World, and Over and Over. LP2, we have a Mob Rules new 2021 mix. Die Young, which was the B-side of the single Mob Rules. And we have Mob Rules Heavy Metal soundtrack version. That was the film Heavy Metal, I suppose. Sign of the Southern Cross, Heaven and Hell reprise live in Portland, Oregon, 1982, and from live at Hammersmith Odeon, London, UK, January 2nd, 1982, December 31, 1981, and January 2nd, 1982, we have Country Girl, Slipping Away, the Mob Rules, and Voodoo. So yeah, and there's the back with various single covers and such, I think. And we have a nice gatefold with, as Ben would say, a lot of wordage. And by a couple of contributors, from Corey Grow at Rolling Stone and Greg Hildebrand. And we have inner sleeves of the kind I'm not too fond of. So I guess I'll be replacing those. And of course, these reissues are all handled by BMG now. Sorry about the background noise. I have one window open because it's quite stuffy here in Oslo today. Lummert, as we say here in Norway. Here we go. yeah, so that was just me showing you my copy of Mob Rules. Now I'm sort of done with that part of Black Sabbath, I guess. I would love to get the album he made with the band later on, which of course wasn't under the Black Sabbath name. They just reissued that, but it's in a box set and it's very expensive. I would have liked a standalone vinyl reissue of that. I don't know if that's in the cards or anything. Yeah, if you have any thoughts about this record in particular and my weird way of collecting Black Sabbath, I would love to hear from you. If you want to click like, well, that helps my channel and makes me happy. If you want to subscribe, that makes me equally happy. Hope to see you guys soon in another video, and take care. Bye bye.